again, everyone. I am back with some more Kingdom Come Deliverance, carrying over from the Spin Tires Mudrunner. So, let's go ahead and get diving back into where we were, where it was the attack on the stud farm. So let's get going. Actually, I might try and see if I can drop off some of that wild game for the folks. So, hello, great to see you.
The Neuhoff stud farm's been raided. We don't know much about what happened, just what that Neuhoff stable boy told us. Get your horses mounted up and let's ride out, on the double. Maybe we'll catch up with that rabble.
How are you, Henry?
Come on, where's Alex? I must give Alex stolen stuff! Oh, yeah, sorry. I figured it would be best to go ahead and give a raid to Hijinks for the short time. I had no idea if I was going to be roped into something or not, but, yep.
Good day, Henry. Hear ye, good people. And my children. But how are you? God be with you, Henry.
Got to find Alex. No! Crap. Failed. Let's try it again.
We don't know much about what happened, just what that Neuhoff stable boy told us. Get your horses mounted up and let's ride out, on the double. Maybe we'll catch up with that rabble.
God be with you.
Welcome, Henry.
Hey!
Alright, hopefully this should make it a little bit quicker to find Alex.
Henry, I'm glad you came.
Not Alex. Winch.
Reward you.
Did I just find Alex? Oh, that was Stefan.
Hear ye, good
It's
people.
Rock.
God be with you. Henry.
God be with you, Henry.
How are you, Henry?
Oh, well, I'll have to find him when I come back from the stud farm then. Yeah, that's actually kind of the funny thing there, Luke. You don't know if it's going to fully work or not.
We don't know much about what happened, just what that Neuhoff stable boy told us. Get your arses mounted up and let's ride out. On the double. Maybe we'll catch up with that rabble.
Henry, I'm glad you came. God save you, Henry.
Can we go? Are you ready?
Good day, Henry.
Not yet.
Well, why are you wasting time? We won't wait forever.
Good day, Henry.
This has got to be Alex. Nope, it's Ringlet. Okay, yeah, that is absolute last time. I'm gonna. This is the last reload. Because I know I'm taxing my CPU right now, along with the GPU. So
The Neuhoff stud farm's been raided. We don't know much about what happened, just what that Neuhoff stable boy told us. Get your arses mounted up and let's ride out. On the double. Maybe we'll catch up with that rabble.
God be with you, Henry.
Can we go?
God save
Are you ready?
Henry.
I'm ready, Captain.
Good. Then follow me, keep quiet, and do exactly as you're told. I don't know what Sir Radzik sees in you, and I don't care. If you're to ride with my men, I expect you to listen.
Yes, sir.
Against all better judgment, they've decided to give you your own horse. The dappled gray beside my stallion is yours. Make sure you take good care of him. Now, mount up and ride behind us.
actually, what are you supposed to do when you get multiple horses? I'm actually kind of curious about that. But, I mean, at least it's a good thing that basically this horse has the exact same speed as everyone else, so...
God save you, Henry.
Okay, yeah, I'm a bit upset right now. They should have at least done something more. Oh, it's the riddle, man. This is the worst time. Wow, don't have as many viewers as earlier. Oh well.
Where's your master?
In the paddock.
Crucifix? What kind of beast could do this?
By the blood of the martyrs. What happened here? Why?
Someone came at night and hamstrung every one of them. The horses, screaming, must have woke poor Radek, the stable boy. And when he tried to stop them... And then my husband. When my husband tried to help them, they killed him too. And when they were done, they put a torch to the stables.
My sincere condolences, ma'am. I swear we'll hunt those monsters down and make them pay for this.
The horses were still alive when I came. We had to finish them off. All of them. The pain in their eyes. They couldn't understand how anyone could do this to them.
Did they steal anything? Any horses?
Nothing. They wanted blood, not coin.
Did your husband quarrel lately? Was there anyone who might want revenge?
He argued over the price of a saddle, maybe, but nothing that could drive a man to this.
These are dark days when there's more kindness in horses than in men. Did you see anything? How many were there? Or what did they look like?
We saw no one.
Has anyone tried to follow the trail?
No. We were fighting the blaze until now, and even if we weren't, what chance would any of us have against someone who could do this?
Oh, pox on it. Mount up and quarter the area. We have to find out where they went. Look for tracks and ask the folk if they saw anyone. Fuck! Someone must have at least caught sight of them.
Yes, sir.
What about me, Captain?
What the hell use are you? You stay here.
Please, let me do something. I could have a look around the area and see if they left any tracks.
Well, if you must. Just don't get in anyone's way, don't go too far, and come back here when you're done.
Our stud farm isn't finished. I swear I won't let them...
You can go to hell, all of you.
But I'd just like to know.
And I'd like for my friends not to be murdered, while you sit warm and safe behind those castle walls.
But we came just as soon as we could.
You tell that to França. Lying there. Fucking lying there, splitting two like a pig. Go see him. Go fucking tell him that you came as soon as you could. What a fucking mess. Another useless soldier come to ask questions. You should have fucking been here last night.
What's wrong with your arm? That's nasty. It needs to be cleaned out and bandaged. Let me.
That feels a mite better. Thank you. What do you need to know?
What in the world happened here?
The bastards attacked us. At night, a little before dawn.
And how did you come by that wound?
I heard someone talking, so I went to look outside. Then I saw what they'd done to the horses. I shouted at those bastards. Caught one by the cloak and started beating him.
Without a weapon? With just your fists?
Yeah. But he cut me pretty good, the fucker. Lucky for me the others started to come out then, so the raiders ran. All that's left is his cloak.
And you've got no idea why they did it?
Something must have gone wrong for them. They ran off without taking anything.
There's one man in particular. Huge. Dressed all in black. Voice loud enough to crack stone. Did you see him?
Who the fuck do you think half killed me?
So he really was here. The bastard. Can you help me?
How?
You know the area. How can I figure out which way they went?
They left in a hurry. You could see if there's a fence knocked down, or a gate.
They really did slaughter them. Why would anyone do that? How could anyone be so cruel? They really did slaughter them. Why would anyone... They really did slaughter them. Why would anyone do that?
How are you, Henry?
If it was for profit, at least I'd understand.
Smell.
But why
The
kill
stud
for
farm owner.
nothing?
I saw him in Skalitz a few times. His poor widow.
Ask.
I can come back later if you...
No. I saw you came with the soldiers, and the sooner you know everything, the sooner you'll catch those savages.
I'm sorry to trouble you, ma'am, but...
The noise woke us up. Me and Smill. We thought the horses were restless, or maybe some drunk had staggered here from the inn.
Do you get drunks coming here a lot?
Sometimes, but not this time. My husband went out to see what was going on. Then I just heard loud voices and screaming. It's so stupid. It didn't even occur to me at first that something could have happened to Smill. I didn't find out until the morning.
Did you recognize any of the voices you heard?
No, but they spoke Czech, cursing like demons, even at each other.
At each other? They quarreled?
Yes. Something must have happened.
And where did you hear this noise?
Everywhere. It was chaos. I don't even know how many of them there were.
I mean at the very start. Do you remember where you heard the noise come from then?
I don't know. I just don't know.
Did you get a look at them? There's one man, huge and dressed all in black. Did you see him?
No, I didn't.
Who should I question about the raid? Did anyone here see anything?
Ginger was sleeping in the stable. He might have seen something. From what I've heard, Mark was the first one to wake. It might be a good idea to talk to him.
Jacob, the old stable boy. He even fought with them.
I don't know of anyone else.
So much blood. It leads to the pond. How could anyone be so cruel? Poor wretch. He must have crawled here. If it was the horses they were after, there'll be even more of them by the main stables. Are you well?
Leave me alone. Go away.
Look, I know that it's difficult, but I only need you to answer a few questions. I'm here because Sir Radzig sent me.
Sir Radzig?
Yes.
What do you need to know?
What actually happened here?
They killed the animals and... Why did they kill them?
Did they take anything?
No.
Think carefully now. How did it all start?
We heard the animals, their shrieks, then Smill. He shouted, and they murdered him.
You're certain it was the animals first, and then Smill? Not the other way round?
I'm certain. I'd never heard a sound like that before. Now I'll never forget it.
What happened after that?
We ran outside and it was chaos. Animals were dying, the stables were burning, and those demons everywhere.
The stables were already burning. Didn't that happen after they fled?
No. It was to set the blaze when they arrived.
You said they were demons?
No, just vermin. Worthless human vermin.
How many of them were there?
Not many. There were just a few that came after us, but more round the back. I heard them yelling at each other. Poor innocent creatures.
So they were yelling because of all the noise?
No, something happened. They quarrelled.
In the back? Where?
Towards the woods. To the north. They were trying to get away.
So some of them were running away and the others were fighting?
Aye. For a time. Then more of us came out and we fought back, so the others fled as well.
Where? Where did they run to?
To the north. Into the woods.
Thanks. That's all I needed to ask. How could anyone be so cruel? Such senseless brutality. They slaughtered horses as well as people, and yet it seems they didn't take anything.
What? Who's there?
Easy. I just came to ask...
I don't know anything.
Are you hurt?
No, nothing. Not a scratch.
What really happened here?
I don't know. Someone attacked. I don't know who.
You didn't happen to hear where they came from?
No, I didn't see a thing.
Such senseless brutality. They slaughtered horses as well as people, and yet it seems they didn't take it. How could anyone be so cruel?
Why, Henry? Why?
Such senseless brutality. They slaughtered horses as well as people, and yet it seems they didn't take anything.
God's name is he up to?
Hey! Henry, come to see us.
Tracks. Someone fled to the north. Aha! This wasn't done by animals. They must have gone into the woods this way. They went deeper and deeper, for sure.
That bastard really got me good. How could it have gone so wrong? And who the hell brought those other fellows here? Fucking greenhorns. One kill that ginger brat from the farm, and then they slice you up. We'll find those bastards, and I'll send them straight to hell myself. But I'll already be there, waiting for them. Don't talk that way. We'll get back to the camp, and they'll take care of you there. No, my friend. I'm not long for this world. Go, before someone finds us here. Don't worry about me. You know I can't leave you here. If they find you... I know. I wanted to do it myself. I don't even have the strength for that. What kind of nonsense is that? Christ's sake, what other options do I have? I won't make it to camp and you know it. You want to leave me here to die in agony? All right, then. How? How should I? Just do it quickly. I always do. You know me. Godspeed, brother. I'm fucking dying here. Nobody can match me with iron in their hands and...
Toothpick? Let's know more about it.
All this senseless violence. Why?
There were bandits here. 2 of them. Right there to the north in the woods.
What? You saw them?
They attacked me and they're dead.
You killed them?
One of them. The other was already dying. He had this on him. It must be from the stud farm.
All right. Ask the folk here about it. I'll take the men and scout the woods. Men! We know where they are. Follow me!
You don't know who this hoof pick might belong to? It's for cleaning hoofs, and so I thought that...
I know whose it is. Why do you ask? Where did you find it?
In the woods. The bandits who were still alive were talking about it.
My God. How could he?
I don't understand.
I don't even want to believe it.
What do you mean?
Ginger. He acted strange after the attack. Everyone was shaken up, but he couldn't even look me in the eye. And now he's vanished. Never said a word to anyone, just left.
Ginger, you say? Could he be mixed up in it? I'll try to find him and learn the truth about this whole thing.
After you do, please come and tell me what really happened. Even if it's just to say where his body is.
Do you know where Ginger could have gone?
Not an inkling. Jakob hired him. Try asking him.
Oh, Jacob! Give me your knowledge!
Do you know anything about this hoof pick?
Yeah, it's Ginger's. He had it made in Mate.
And who's Ginger?
Local stable boy. Red-headed. A surprisingly good lad.
Any idea where I might find this Ginger?
Well, that's the thing. He packed up and left.
What?
Look, I know how he looks. But Ginger is a fine fellow. I don't believe he had anything to do with the attack.
Where could he have fled to?
I might know. But you gotta promise me one thing. When you find him, listen to what he has to say before judging.
You have my word.
Sometimes the charcoal burners come to see him. He gets on well with them. I think that's where he's gone.
And where is that?
No idea. They've always kept to themselves, you know, charcoal burners.
But the forest is full of folk like that. They could be anywhere.
Aye, except these ones won't be far. If you follow the stream from the stud farm towards Rate, you'll come across one of their camps. Only
what?
Ginger didn't go that way, though. He always went by the big road, through the woods in the direction of Ujits.
But how can I find them?
There's always smoke when they work. You'll smell them before you see them. And they need to be near water. There's that too.
So if I go through the woods along running water, I'll find them?
Exactly.
Good day to you.
I think Ginger is mixed up in it somehow.
Why do you say that?
Those bandits I found in the woods were talking about him.
They mentioned him by name?
Well, they said Ginger.
That is suspicious, but it could be a coincidence.
He acted suspiciously when I questioned him.
What do you mean?
Well, he was squirming and didn't really say anything.
He might just have been in shock.
The hoof pick I found on the dead bandit in the woods is his.
That is fucking suspicious.
He disappeared right after we found those bandits in the woods. And I think I know where he went.
Where?
To the charcoal burners. He has friends there.
We've got to find him. But if his friends really are hiding him, I doubt they'll talk to my men. You should search for him, Henry. Go, before the trail turns cold. I'll send a report to Ratai.
Very well, sir.
Why did I grab this horse? Should have done one of the other ones.
Good day to you. What do you need?
I'm searching for a stable boy from Neuhof. They call him Ginger.
I know him right enough, but I don't know where he is now.
He's run away from the stud farm. I have to find him.
Well, he's definitely not here. Try the other charcoal burners camp downstream. Maybe he's there.
What was that noise?
Fucker!
So it looks like the traitor's been saved by me. Ha ha ha. I are witty and resourceful. And brave! Wait, wrong horse. I really wish you could actually choose between your horses, but I'm assuming what happens is once one of your horses happen to die, the spare one fills in the gap. Guy still has everything, so somebody killed him.
What are you doing, you murderer?
I didn't kill anyone. When I got here, the body was already lying there.
What are you doing here? Nearby a corpse? Nearby a murder?
I'm travelling the province in the service of Sir Radzig Kabila.
Right. And I'm Sir Divish's Chamberlain. Liar. Horse shit. You're covered in his blood.
The Cumans ambushed me and cut me up just a while ago. And now you're out to pin this on me.
Well, it's true it ain't safe in these parts. I've got a funny feeling about you, but I can't be absolutely sure you did it.
That's a relief. And what were you doing here exactly?
What do you mean by that?
I think I should go and report you. Now listen to me. It'll be easier if you just confess. I know what happened. I won't leave criminals to roam the roads.
Oh, really? I tell you, if you try to pin something on me I haven't done, the whole fucking province will get to hear of it.
I'm sorry. I believe you didn't do anything.
Hey! God be with you.
I'm looking for Ginger, a stable boy from Neuhof. Do you know where I might find him?
Well, if you go south from here, you'll come across Old Andrew's Inn on the road. If you go along the road from there to the east, you'll reach Neuhof.
I know where Neuhof is. The boy isn't there.
Ah, I see. I can't help you then. I've never noticed anyone of that description around here.
That's odd. The charcoal burners by the stream told me they know Ginger and that he comes to visit you.
Horseshit! They probably just said that to get rid of you. Nobody likes a stranger sticking his nose into their business.
It's the business of my liege lord. I'm here because of what happened at Neuhof, and that boy knows something about it. Let me talk to him.
Hold your horses. First, prove you're with the garrison.
How? You want me to bring the whole garrison here?
If there's no other way. Because there's been 2 brutes asking after him too. And they look like they'd cut his throat without blinking.
All right, I'll deal with them. And then you'll tell me where you've got Ginger hidden, right?
Right. You get rid of them, and I'll tell you.
So where can I find these bandits?
I'm not sure exactly. There's lots of places to hide around here. But they came and went over the bridge, so I reckon they must be somewhere between here and our neighbours.
That's a lot of woods to comb through.
Not all that much. There's a path around there somewhere leading to an abandoned camp.
Hey, shh. Come in. I know something.
My respects to you, sir.
You know something about Ginger?
I might have heard something, and if you share a bit of silver with me, I might share what I know.
I'm investigating a crime, not bartering for a chicken.
Well then, I'm sure you've got some silver on you. Just give it to me, and it'll be a done deal.
And what if I bashed your face in and had you dragged off to the stocks in Rattay?
No need for that. All I wanted was a bit of silver, and instead I get the whip.
Spit it out, will you?
Well, fine. I've heard that they're hiding him in some remote cottage at the edge of the forest on the way to Uzhitz.
That didn't hurt too much now, did it?
Are you serious?
That's not him. I need to speak with the head. Ah, spokesperson.
God be with you.
I'm looking for Ginger, a stable boy from Neuhof.
Then why don't you look for him at the stud farm?
He was there, but now they say he's hiding amongst some charcoal burners.
And where did you hear that? Anyhow, there's no one of that description here. Try asking somewhere else.
I've been to the other camps and they told me I'd definitely find him here.
How could they know that? They just wanted to get rid of you.
I wouldn't say that. They realise I'm trying to help.
Oh, aye? And how's that?
That boy witnessed a murder and probably killed one of the murderers. I'm sure those cutthroats are already looking for him, and if I could find my way here, so could they. And when they do, they won't be asking their questions as nicely as I have.
Aye. Well, as it happens, they've already been here. And you're right, they weren't pleasant. It's my duty to protect these men, and I fear I won't be able if that pair come back.
Well then, what are we going to do?
We're going to do it my way. First you get rid of those 2 murdering dogs, and then I'll tell you what I know.
But I don't know where to look for them.
They're always wandering about here. Their hideout must be somewhere nearby. They came here from the east, across the bridge, threw their weight around, and then went back the same way. And I know of only one place in that direction.
What place is that?
There was a camp between here and the charcoal burners in the east. They're most likely there. We'll lead you.
That's fair. I'll look for them.
The words of a true man. Once you take care of them, come back and we'll talk.
Maybe you should keep an eye on your men. One of them just offered to tell me where you're hiding that stable boy.
What? That snake in the grass? I'll see to him.
Well, let's hope he hasn't tried that on anyone else, or it could end badly for Ginger.
Surely he wouldn't be that stupid. Besides, I sent you to deal with them. It doesn't matter now, does it?
It might be a problem. I haven't found them and dealt with them yet.
Jesus! Then go and deal with them quick, before they come back and slaughter us all.
So much for brand name loyalty.
Be a...
Wrong horse. Keep forgetting. I need to return this other horse back to the stables, though. That way I at least have something to fall back on.
I want your money. All of it.
Oh, that's it!
You fucking dog. The answer to my prayers, just when I wanted to vent my rage.
you're dead.
Who are you?
Is that all you got? Gone weak at the knees, have you?
What's that? What?
Ki vagy? Mi a szar volt az? Nicsak, nicsak, mi? Hagyd abba! Hallod?
Well, I'm gonna get a whole bushel of money for this. Bandits, humans, ooh la la. Is there another one up here? Huh. Oh, sorry, got him.
I've taken care of those two cutthroats.
You don't look like you've been in a fight.
If you don't believe me, go and see for yourself.
All right, all right. All that matters is they've been taken care of.
They're dead. So, what was it you wanted to tell me?
Ginger was here, but the lads hid him away somewhere. I suppose there's no need for that anymore. He's in no danger now, is he? And nor are we.
That's right. You're safe now.
All right. They're hiding him nearby. A little way along the route to Uzhitz, there's a path to the right leading to a spring. From there, you'll find an overgrown trail to a ruined hut.
Finally, some useful information. Thank you, charcoal burner. Jesus, you've led me a merry dance.
What do you want from me?
I want to ask you a couple of questions. Why did you run off like that? Where are your cronies? And why did you kill that bandit?
What?
Right, one thing at a time. Why did you run off in such a hurry?
Because I was afraid they'd come back and kill me.
Who?
Those bandits, of course.
To get revenge on you for killing their mate?
Killing? Me? I never killed anyone. God is my witness.
I'm looking for your friends. Where are they?
The charcoal burners? They're over at the...
To hell with the charcoal burners. Where are your bandit mates?
They're not my mates. They nearly killed me. I recognized one of them, so I thought they'd come back and...
Recognized? Who was it? Talk!
I don't know his name, only that he's from Uzhitz and he has a limp.
What can you tell me about him? How do you know him?
I saw him a few times in the tavern in Uzhitz, playing dice and boozing.
And?
I know he lives in a house on the edge of the village, but that's all I know. I never talked to him.
Why did you kill that bandit?
What? Bandit? I never killed anyone.
This is yours, isn't it? I pulled it from the belly of a dead bandit near the stud farm.
That is mine, but I didn't stab him. That fellow took it from me.
What fellow?
I don't know his name, but he's from Uzhitz, and he has a limp.
He limps, and he's from Uzhitz. That's not much to go on, but I suppose it'll have to do.
It's all I know. I never talked to him.
And now tell me exactly what happened. And don't leave anything out.
That's quite a long story.
Don't worry, I won't get bored.
All right. I woke up in the middle of the night because I needed to go for a piss. So I went out into the dark, same as usual, only there was something there that shouldn't have been. At first I thought it was just a trick of the light, but it wasn't. Then it was too late. They went past, and I thought they must be horse thieves. I would have yelled, only I was afraid they'd kill me. So I waited until they were out of sight, and I started to sneak away. But then...
Then the slaughtering started?
Yes. I thought they'd steal the horses and ride off. That would be bad enough. But then all the killing started, and flames everywhere. It was terrible, like hell itself.
And then?
It seemed some of them didn't like it either. They started squabbling among themselves, and some of them started running back where they came from, right towards me. And I had that thing in my hand, the hoof pick.
So you stabbed the first one in the belly?
No. He ran right into me. He was running fast for a fellow with a limp. He pushed me aside and I fell on the ground. Then he told me I'd better lie low if I valued my life. And he ran off with the others. I did what he said and hid. Then the rest of the gang ran past.
And then?
Then I waited in case that limping one from Uzhitz came back. I didn't dare come out until I was sure. I think it was almost light.
What about the others? Was there anything you noticed about them?
I don't know. There might have been maybe 8 of them, and 2 of them were really big. That's all I can remember.
Do you know what they argued about?
I didn't hear everything, but I reckon some of them were only there to steal and wanted no part in the killing.
That sounds terrible. I know exactly how you feel.
If only I yelled. Maybe they...
If you had, you'd most likely be dead. It probably wouldn't have done any good anyway.
But still...
There was nothing you could do. That's all. I've heard everything I need to hear, so I'll leave you be.
Wait! What about me? Won't you help me out?
Perhaps I could. What would you like?
I'd like to go back to the stud farm, but those cutthroats who want to kill me are still around. Will you help me?
They're out of the way. I ran into them on my travels.
Really? That's great, but...
What?
I'm afraid to go back to the farm. I ran away, and God knows what they'll think about it all. I don't know if they'll even want to talk to me.
I could go and ask them if it's important to you.
Would you? You'll definitely have their respect, the way you took care of those cutthroats.
Whoops! Clotheslined by a tree. Or was it a rabbit that took me down? I bet it was a rabbit.
Jesus Christ be praised.
You don't have to worry about those bandits anymore. I've dealt with them.
Really? And I suppose I have to take your word for it.
If you want proof, I can take you to them. Maybe I should have brought you their heads.
I'll take your word for it. Alright, a bargain's a bargain. Ginger is hiding out in a ruined hut not far from here. You go along the road to Ujits until you see a path to the right that leads to a small spring. There's an overgrown path that leads from there right to where Ginger is. Keep your eyes peeled though. You could easily miss it.
Good. Thanks for your help.
I don't remember eating anything other than having... Oh, come on! I let this guy win last time.
Could I have a word with you? What is it then?
It's about this. I challenge you to a duel, sir.
What?
You heard? Don't try to wriggle out of it. Let's get to it.
I'm damned if you know what you're after. But since you're so keen on challenging me, let's do it.
Wonderful. Fuck!
One clock. Well, it was worth it. Hopefully somebody clips that.
Hooray! New perk point! Let's put that one to good use.
Henry, I'm glad you came. God bless you. What troubles you?
Sir, I've been to Ujits, and the parish priest there is very odd indeed. He's very handy with a sword. Do you know anything about him, sir?
Godwin? Aye, an intriguing fellow. He's the youngest son of one of the lords of Kuttenberg. He was sent to the university to become a priest, as is customary with the youngest son. But he didn't much care for it. So when he finished studying, instead of taking up his parish, he went roaming. I imagine he had a pretty adventurous life. And then one day he came back and settled down. Hanush would know more about him.
My lord, I managed to find a clue to the whereabouts of the bandits.
Excellent. Bernard already told me what's been happening, but I'd like to hear it straight from the horse's mouth.
The whole story, or just the gist of it, sir?
It's up to you what you consider important.
One of the Neuhoff stable boys, a lad they called Ginger, fled from there and hid out with some charcoal burners. I have to say, there's a lot of them around. I never thought how many forges and ironworks they have to supply.
That's true, but keep to the point.
Oh, yes, sir. I had quite a job finding him. He was well hidden and with good reason. The bandits wanted to kill him because he recognised one of them.
Did he tell you what happened?
He said it wasn't one gang, but two. And one of them took fright when the slaughter started. Seems they were only interested in loot, so they quarrelled with the other lot. Then it came to a skirmish in the woods and one of them was killed. And the rest of them scattered.
And did you find out where they went?
All I know is one of them is from Ujits. I know enough about him to be able to track him down.
All right, but those cutthroats must know who he is too, right? And if they want to get revenge on him or silence him, you'd better hope they don't get to him before you. So drop everything and get on his trail. Find out what he knows and then report back to me. I'm going to our encampment at Merhayed to oversee the security of the region.
Yes, sir.
My respects to you.
I have some, trophies.
Let's see. Bastards deserved it.
I'd like to improve my...
Certainly.
I'd like to practice the basics.
All right, but it'll cost you. Now, pay close attention.
My valiant horse.
How are you, Henry?
God be with you, Henry.
God save you, Henry.
Henry, glad you came.
What are you doing?
Are you Agnes, who works at St. James?
I am. Or I did, before those devils rolled in and burnt down Skalitz. Why do you ask?
I'm looking for a good cook and housekeeper, and everyone I asked sent me to you.
Oh, I've been blessed by God.
So it seems. Anyway, the local merchant wants someone who can cook food fit for nobility and take care of his household.
Well, Father Francis was very fond of good food, but I can't just go serve someone else.
Merchant Hagen isn't just anybody.
I've heard of him, that he's a good Catholic.
Really? Well, yeah, sure he is.
Truly. People still talk about the lovely service he arranged for his wife's funeral.
So you wouldn't mind being his housekeeper?
Well, I don't know. What will Father Francis do?
Father Francis no longer needs a housekeeper.
What? Don't tell me he's found a new one.
Well, I probably shouldn't tell you, but I'm afraid that's just how it is.
But that's not like him. Somebody must have been putting ideas into his head. I'll have to go back and talk to him.
But he's not at St. James's.
No? Then where is he? And why does he have a new housekeeper there?
They're sending him away, somewhere to South Bohemia. I was told they've arranged all the help he needs there already.
But what will I do?
He didn't want to drag you away somewhere else, since you've been here your whole life.
That's true, but what will he do without me? Who will take care of him?
I'm sure he'll be well taken care of. But what about you? You could have a good life as Hagen's housekeeper.
Very well. I'll go and work for him then.
So I managed to make a quick clip here, so y'all will be able to actually see that previous moment from earlier. I think it's probably just as good as the last one, maybe a little bit better.
Good day, Henry.
Quick 1, 2, 0.
God be with you, Henry.
God save you, Henry.
Shit. Sod off.
Hopefully that Alex is up soon enough. Actually, let's do a little light reading here. New perk! Oh my! Alright. I wonder how many more times I could probably knock out that night with a 1-2 clock. Although, granted, I probably will need to clean all that blood off my sword, so... yeah, let's go do that. We'll put the book away. Let's put the treasure map away. Ah, good. Who we need to speak with to get rid of all this golden
I'm
loot.
honored that you should come to me.
I've got some goods here whose owners might miss them.
All right. Let's see what we can do about that.
Alright, let's head into town.
Henry, I'm glad you came.
I hope I can be of some humble service to you.
How are you coping?
As well as we can, Henry. You can be glad Sir Radzig took you into his service. I hear you even go hunting with Lord Capon.
I've been once. And I don't think it'll be happening again anytime soon.
Ah, it's a shame. Because I was going to ask a favor of you. I'm sure you know there's a lot of hungry mouths here, so I thought you might be able to help.
I don't know. I'm not such a great hunter that I could feed all the refugees.
No, that's not what I meant. It's the townspeople here who have a taste for game. They want to live like the nobility, see? A few of the burghers have been to see me already, to ask if we'd try our luck in the woods. They promised us supplies in exchange. Flour, lard, eggs, and the like. But we can't afford to take the risk of poaching. We're barely tolerated as it is. If one of ours got caught in the woods, they'd hang him from the nearest tree. But I was thinking, you're in Sir Radzig's garrison, and you go hunting with Sir Hans. You could help us.
Well, I got away with brawling with Lord Capon, so I don't suppose they'll string me up for a few hares.
Great, Henry. I really appreciate it. The local tailor was asking me about getting some hares to put on a feast for a visiting merchant.
All right, I'll bring you something.
Thank you. You'll be saving us from starvation.
I've got that meat for you here.
Great. Let's have a look at it.
Yeah, I have, what, roughly, almost 200, but it's all spoiled, so enjoy!
Thanks, Henry. We'll get lots of supplies for this. I've got another order for you. The merchant Hagen has a family wedding, and he wants to serve wild boar cooked in wine.
I'm sure he can get his own wine.
Of course, just the boar.
All right, I'll bring it.
Alright, so my horse ain't here.
Hey,
God save
Henry's
you,
coming to
Henry.
see us.
What do you want?
I want to work. And I heard you're the one in charge of giving out jobs, not the bailiff.
It's true. Do you know how to cook? If you know how to make food for nobles, then I might have something for you.
Where would I learn to cook food for nobles? I want to carry water.
But Alex has already picked people who want to carry water.
He didn't ask me, though. So I came here myself.
Be that as it may, I already have the people I need to carry water. And anyway, it's no job for a woman.
I'm strong enough to knock you on your arse, you pup.
Yeah, from that comment, you would expect her to just suddenly just uppercut you all of a sudden for no apparent frickin' reason.
God grant you health.
Henry's come to see us.
How does life in Rattay?
I suppose it was kind of them to take us in, but...
Are you here on account of the water carrying?
Yes, I am. My name is Vincent.
Henry,
Nice to meet
glad
you.
you came.
I'll ask a few questions and we'll see. All right?
Fine. Ask away.
What did you do before this?
I work for my father.
Doing what?
Welcome, Henry.
Who's your father, anyway?
He was Moimir. We had a farm near Scarlet's.
Really? His farmhands came to the tavern a lot, but I never saw you there.
I don't go to taverns.
So you're probably here about carrying water, right?
I want to carry water.
That's all?
Henry.
You've nothing more to add?
That's what's needed, ain't it?
How are you holding up?
Well, I'm alive. But I miss my father. And the farm, too. But Ma says there's no use dwelling on it. Life must go on.
What happened with Bailiff? He couldn't get a word out of anybody.
I don't know. I didn't talk to him at all.
And what would you give me if I put in a good word for you?
I've got nothing to give.
Oh, come now. You say you want the job, so prove it to me.
Mother told me I should go and help. If you don't want my help, fair enough.
That's enough for now.
How's it going?
You're here about the water carrying?
I can haul water all day long.
So, do you want the job? There's plenty of other folk that will take it if you don't.
I do. I want it. What do I have to do?
So tell me, what was your trade before?
I was a miner, then a farm laborer, then I was a servant, then I fled from Skullets and ended up here.
Quite the factotum, aren't you? Was none of those jobs good enough for you?
I liked them all, but they were always sending me to do something else. Pickman, they'd say. Leave this and go and do that.
God be with you, Henry.
Pickman? That's your name?
Actually, my real name's Vassal, but they call me Pickman.
Is that German?
No. It's from when I was in the mines, digging with a pick.
So tell me. Is that... So you're...
I've been keen on it since I got up this morning.
And you had another job before this morning, or what?
No. I was just joking.
God save you, Henry.
Besides water, you could carry, you could empty latrines.
What? Carry shit? That'd be a new one for me. Though, it's not a thing I'd go around boasting about.
How are you holding up, anyway?
What can I tell you? I've seen better days for sure.
What happened with the bailiff? He couldn't get a word out of anybody.
That peacock, what was strutting up and down and shouting at everyone? He told me he'd no time to listen to a buffoon like me. So I shut my mouth.
Well, I could put in a good word for you, but you'll have to scratch my back, too.
Fair enough. Show me where it itches.
No, you dolt. It's just a saying. Like I do something for you, and you do something for me.
Ah, right. I see. Well, as it happens, I've got something great for you. Treasure you wouldn't dream of.
Treasure, you say? Right, you got my attention.
I see you're a smart man. A man who knows a thing or two about the world. I've got... Wait for it. I've got a piece of the Queen of Sheba's sword.
Never heard of her. Who's she?
She was a great queen in ancient times. She gave Solomon a sword with magical powers.
Magical, eh? You shouldn't believe everything you hear.
No, it's true. It's in the Bible. And this sword, once it's put back together, nothing can stop it. It can cut through bones, teeth, even steel and stone.
I see. But you've only got one piece. What's that good for?
I couldn't get it all. The fellow I bought it off didn't have the rest. He sold off bits and pieces. They've got powers of healing, you see? And put strength in your... you know... manhood. What do you say? Deal?
I'll take your Viagra, sure.
We'll shake on it. I'll get you the job, and you'll give me the piece of the Queen of Sheba's sword.
Agreed.
Do you want something?
I'd like to ask a favor of you, Hal.
Of course. What is it?
I heard you're picking people to carry water. No one needs the job more than Antonia.
Adam never mentioned any Antonia.
I'm not surprised, but Antonia really needs that job.
Can she cook?
What's that got to do with carrying water?
Nothing, but there's a cook's job going too. Much easier than hauling water.
I don't know how good a cook she is, though. You'd better ask her yourself.
Do you think she'll be able to handle carrying those buckets?
Hey,
it's quite
Henry's
far,
come to see
and up
us.
that hill.
She's no princess. She's tough enough.
Well, it's just if I recommend somebody who's not fit for the job, I'll be the one who has problems.
And what's the worst that can happen to you? A telling off? Suit yourself, but I won't forget it.
I'm glad to see you.
You're one of the people interested in work?
Well, Alex told me that I'm supposed to ask about a job carrying water.
That's right. But first, I'll ask you a few questions. You are...
Peter. But everyone calls me Rock. There was more than enough Peters in the mines, and not just in the mines. So...
At the mines? So you're a miner?
That's right. I worked in the East Shaft, and I hope I'll be working there again. Now that I think of it, have you heard anything from their lordships? When will they open the mines again?
I wouldn't worry. They won't let a source of silver just sit there. As soon as this thing blows over, they'll open it up again.
God willing, I hope you're right.
How badly do you want to carry water?
Well, right now there doesn't seem to be much work around for miners. And at least I can earn a few groschen.
It's not easy work, though. It's a long way to carry water.
Do you think it was easier in the mines? Digging through rock on your knees all day for months on end?
There's one more option. Carrying shit.
What? For the knacker?
It's a job.
But what would people say? I need money badly, but I couldn't go back to mining after that.
But it would be twice the pay.
The money would help, true enough. But what about afterwards? I don't want to be carrying shit all my life.
Hey, Henry's come to see us.
Look at it this way. You'll earn double the money in the same time, or the same money in half the time. That's not bad, is it?
Well, you have a point. I could get it over and done with quickly, and... All right, I'll take it. I suppose it won't kill me.
Good. I'm sure you won't regret it. How are you holding up?
You mean this here? Well, I've got feeling back in my arm again.
What happened to it, anyway?
That time in Skalitz. I was knocked down by a horse, but it's better now.
Look, I can see by the way your arm is hanging it's not healed. You can't carry water like that.
Well, come on. I owe money to the Sawbones and I need the work to pay for it. I'll give you anything you want.
Well, I could find something that will help you.
Anything?
Here you go. This will help it heal better.
Thank you so much. How much do I owe?
God be with you, Henry.
Oh, nothing. We Skalitz folk have to help each other out.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you.
The bailiff said he couldn't get a word out of you.
Well, he's not the most popular man around here, after everything that's happened. You can't blame us.
Maybe, but if you lot had just talked to him, I wouldn't have to run around dealing with this, and you'd all have a few groschen by now.
You might be right. But there's no point crying over spilt milk.
What would you give if I put in a good word for you?
Good word?
Sure. If I put in a good word for somebody to the bailiff, then that someone has a better chance.
But I haven't got a pot to piss in. I lost everything, and I'm in debt too. But I might know about an opportunity.
Oh? What kind of opportunity?
I heard about it at the mine, before Skalitz was raised.
So, what did you hear?
They found something they wanted kept a secret. There weren't any rumours about a silver scene, but what else could it be?
The punishment for stealing the king's silver is hanging or burning at the stake.
I know, but you can't be burned for stealing silver nobody knows about.
That's enough for now.
God be with you.
You're here about the water carrying?
I am. Where do I get some pails?
Hold your horses. We haven't decided yet who gets the job. I have to ask you a few things first.
What for? I can handle the job. But ask away.
What trade did you do before?
I worked in the mines, at the winch. You've heard of Tonda the winch, right? Strong as a bull.
Ah, the name sounds familiar. You were one of the new miners, weren't you?
I was. I came last autumn. The winter was mild enough to work the mines, and I showed everyone I was a hard worker. So did I get the job?
We're not finished yet.
God save you, Henry.
Are you here because you want to carry water?
Well, I'd rather be back at the winch. Turning it so fast I'd make everyone's head spin. But now I want to carry water at least, since there's some money in it.
Well, there's also the option of carrying, shit.
Not a chance. I'm not carrying any shit around. And if anyone tries to make me, I'll break his legs.
Hey, Henry's come to see us.
And what if I told you that you get double the pay?
Didn't I mention something about breaking legs?
You did? But more money?
I wouldn't be Tonda the winch anymore. More like Tonda the stench.
Welcome, Henry.
And how are you holding up?
Not very well, I'll tell you that. I help out with something every once in a while and get some money for it. But it's not enough. Especially when the dice don't fall in my favor.
Sure. And have you tried looking for other work?
What for? They'll get the mines running again, and I'll have a real man's job.
God be with you, Henry.
And what about soldiering? That's real man's work, isn't it?
It is, and I'd be good at it. When I land a punch, you'd think you were kicked by a horse. Which I once showed to a soldier I fell out with over a game of dice. Only, I'm too smart for soldiering.
No doubt. I heard you lot don't want to talk to the bailiff.
I don't know much about that. The others didn't talk to him, so I kept my mouth shut as well. That's the way we do it at the mines. He didn't even really ask me anything anyway. Just mumbled something under his breath.
What would you give me if I recommended you?
What could I give when I don't have a pot to piss in? All I have is a strong arm. Whenever I hit anything or anyone, they stay hit.
Well, if I get you the job, will you show me how to really hit someone hard?
I could. Deal then.
Deal.
I've lost everything. My home,
I know everything I need.
my livelihood.
So, can I go carry water then?
Not yet. I'll tell the bailiff and he'll choose.
Well, I hope he chooses me. Otherwise, I might be very angry.
If you think I'm afraid of you, you're mistaken.
We'll see.
How are you, Henry?
Boy. All bronze, no brains.
Cucumbers, onions, come get 'em.
God's blessings. What can I do for you?
God be with you, Henry.
You're interested in carrying water?
I am. It's about time something good came to decent folk.
I agree. Now, I'll ask you a few questions.
What? But I want the work and I deserve it. Keep your questions for good-for-nothings.
What makes you so deserving? How did you make a living before this?
I was the owner of a mine. Well, I had a lease on it. But in our line of work, it amounts to the same thing.
The chief, eh? But have you ever hauled a bucket of ore up a hill?
There's no hill in a mine. Just a shaft with a winch.
It's hard work carrying water.
So is taking care of a mine.
It's not quite the same thing, is it? You need brawn to carry water, not brains.
I wasn't born a mine owner, you know. I've done my share of hauling.
There's also the option of, emptying latrines.
Are you trying to insult me? That's no job for a decent Christian.
True. That's why it pays double.
Double, hey? Well, that's not bad. But, for a man of my stature, no doubt there are more needy souls. Double.
How are you holding up in Rattay?
Not too well. I've tried offering my administrative abilities at the rat house, but the bailiff treats me like a peasant.
He's not an easy man to deal with, true enough. But if you show him what you're capable of...
Well, if he gives you a chance to show him...
And the bailiff complained he couldn't get a word out of you.
I refused to talk to him. Last time I did, he was vulgar, shouted and threatened to whip me. And then he comes and interrogates me.
Well, I can see how that would put you off him. That's enough for now.
Good day, Henry.
Let's see. Again, welcome raiders. Thank you so much for joining, and thank you so much for the raid there, Wholesale. Let me go ahead and give out the bonus here, since it appears Luke might have fallen asleep. So, anyways, additional 100 points goes out to all that are raiding from your channel. How did everything go? As for that question there, I will actually be doing another dialogue cutscene, so bear with me!
He's dying.
He's badly wounded. So poorly he's been in his bed for weeks. Unconscious most of the time.
Sorry to hear it.
I already owe the apothecary a small fortune. And he won't lift a finger for us now.
Well, if you know how to cook fine food, I could get you a job at the merchant's house. You'd have a nice roof over your head there too.
All I've ever cooked is gruel and soup. Nothing fit for nobles. A roof would be grand, though. Not so much for me, but for my husband. Is there any way you could arrange it?
No. Not unless I lied about your cooking skills. But he'd find out soon enough, and then we'd both be in trouble. What did you do in Skalitz?
I was at the silverworks, roasting the ore and washing it. My husband was at the smelter.
Oh, Christ. Things got very ugly there. I suppose that's where your husband was wounded? It's a miracle you managed to drag him all the way to Rattay.
What else could I do? Leave him there?
All right. I'll think about it and talk to the bailiff.
And you'll tell him to take me, right?
Just curious as to where the hell her husband is. Well, anyways, I'm still glad that you actually gave me a good raid. So, it feels like it's been a while since I've been raided.
God be with you.
It's probably been at least 24 hours.
I know everything I need to know to pick the carriers.
Splendid. I'll be glad to get this damn business off my back. So how have you decided?
So, how do we do this? Do I just give you their names, or should I send for them?
Just tell me their names and whether they should carry water or something else. Don't worry, I'll send for them.
Tonda. They call him the Winch.
The Winch? Ought to be good with a bucket anyway. What's he going to do?
To carry water.
So we have one person to carry water. Who's next?
Vincent, Moimir's son.
Vincent? Never heard of him. What do you think he should do?
To carry water.
So we have one person to carry water. Who's next?
Peter, better known as Rock.
Peter? Rock? Didn't he get into a fight and injure his arm? Well, what should he do?
Carrying shit.
Good. One person for this job. Next?
Vasil goes by the moniker of Pickman.
Pickman. I hope he doesn't have a history of pickpocketing.
No. They call him Pickman because he worked in the silver mines, and he was very keen with the pick. So much so, he managed to chop off 2 of his fingers.
Well, he can't do too much damage with a bucket, I suppose. Where do you want to put him?
To carry water.
So we have one person to carry water. Who's next?
Antonia.
What? A woman?
Yeah, is that a problem? You never said it had to be only men.
I didn't, but I kind of assumed it would be clear. It's a long walk with a heavy load, man's work.
She can handle the job, have no fear.
Let's hope so. You'll have to answer to me if she can't. Where do we put her, then?
Carrying shit.
Good. One person for this job. Next?
That's it.
Good. All decided. Now about the cook's job.
I chose a cook as well. Should I tell you or go to Hagen?
Tell me who you chose and I'll take care of it.
I chose old Agnes for the cook's job. I had a job convincing her, but it was worth it. She's the best cook around.
Glad to hear it. I'll have to drop in on Hagen for lunch sometime.
Actually, I still don't know where her husband is. Actually, bear with me here just a quick second. I'm going to do a quick searchy to find... Why is this guy?
Water! Good Christians, don't leave me to die. Give me a drink. Thank you. Thank you 100-fold. You have a good heart.
Oh, be merciful. What am I to do? A poor wretch whose home was burned to ashes by Sigismund.
Yeah. Let's see if we can find Helena's locations. Not Helena, Antonia. Yes. Let's see. So much of this stuff is not always cut and paste or you know, black and white I didn't figure out. Well, according to this, the only option I have is to look in the general tents, so guess we look for an injured man? I guess.
Greetings, Henry.
God be with you.
Please! I'm from Skalitz and I lost everything I had.
God save you. What can I do for you?
No. Let's see. You expect to see someone wounded.
Took everything I had.
Hey, Henry's come to see us.
Instruments and tools. Everything for work and home.
Good day, Henry.
Okay, that's not very clear either.
Rakes, spades, forks, and axes. All you need to tame Mother Nature.
My livelihood, be merciful.
Garlic, onions, mushrooms, and asparagus. Come right up. No need to be shy.
Brooms for your house. The rakes and hoes for your field. What else do you need? Come on up and see.
Let's see. Perhaps there's spot where to find the guy? Perhaps? No, maybe not.
Rakes, spades, forks, and axes. All you need to tame Mother Nature.
The people come up close and have a smell. Fresh bread.
God be with you, Henry.
But I'm not calling it quits till I find this husband thing.
books and machines of every kind. Come on up and buy. Come on up and take a look. I've got everything you need, day or night, at home or at work.
Guess I could follow? No, that probably won't work. Nope, he's not in here. I mean, I'll probably honestly give points to somebody that's able to find the solution to this. Find this husband of hers is tricky. Because they don't give you a quest line or anything for it. I don't exactly recall if I offered to help look him over.
I'll be with you at night. Henry's come to see us. How are you, Henry?
Well, I guess the only thing that could technically be done is basically say Antonia's husband location, I guess.
Come to me.
I mean, I've already tried googling it, so.
So, about that reward you promised me.
You kept your word, and so will I. Here you are. I've lost everything. My own. God save you. What can I do for you?
Well, you know.
Yeah, I'm sure it's got to be in like one remote location. Because she even states that he doesn't really have a roof over his head.
God save you.
And what's sad is, the last time my last run through, I offered to help, and oddly enough, he died. Because I couldn't look at him. And I'll be damned if that happens again.
Good health to you.
Have pity on me, a
I could
poor
die of
wretch.
shame to be reduced
Sigismund
to
and his
begging.
murderers took
And what am
everything
I
I
to do,
had.
good folk? Scarlet lies in ruins.
Okay. So he is located in a bed near the ladder in the refugee camp
People, don't leave a poor woman to starve.
next to the castle. It's just a text description, just doesn't exactly show where he is. They also said that he'd be lying in a bed, non-responsive, so... but next to a ladder. Like, this should be him, but doesn't really seem like the right person. We'll just wait, because if he's supposed to be a named NPC, then that's something different. I bet that's gotta be him, because he hasn't moved at all.
Welcome, Henry.
Not my intent. Of course, when you hit the arch.
Bread baked just this morning. Bread.
Guess we'll wait as long as we can, because I want to heal the guy, but I don't have any options. Oh! Oh! Where'd he go? Where did he go?
I could do with a bite to eat.
No, clear off.
Leave me be. I feel quite hungry.
That's Knush. We don't want to speak to that bastard at all. It's Alex. Maybe Alex could shed a little light. Nope. Well, here, let's do this. Food. We're not going to be drinking all the wine. Let's just eat the bread.
Shit. Sod off.
Welcome, Henry.
Perhaps we'll definitely have to highlight this and send it to the developers. Hopefully they'd at least catch this, or somebody's at least informed them about this matter. But, yeah, this broken quest is a little disappointing. Can't sleep because you've already slept too long already. Okay. Right, I should actually extend that out so that way I can speak to Teresa. Hopefully Teresa will give me more information, and apparently it's showing me that my CPU is overheating. I think one of these days I might need to go double check the thermal paste. Hey! Hey, sexy lady! Wake up!
Go away, leave me alone.
Okay.
How did things work out with the job I arranged?
They both got jobs thanks to you. I'm beholden to you. If you ever need anything, just say the word.
So, how have you been?
I can't stop thinking about Skalitz.
I know. It was hell. But life has to go on. Why not clear your head and try to forget about it? At least for now.
What do you mean?
Do you feel like a walk?
That's not a bad idea. Where would you care to go?
How about the tavern?
Henry.
They do a
Jesus!
fine beer in Ratai.
So that's what you call a walk, then? Sitting down and filling your gullet? I'd rather take a proper walk.
What if we took a stroll along the river?
Why not? That sounds lovely. Shall we go?
Let's go.
Blick flowers must smell pretty. What?
Watch where you're going.
Never! You bumped into me, pretty lady.
God be with you, Henry.
That was a good idea to go for a walk. Not that I don't like the mill, but you get tired of it, so I'm glad you took me out.
So am I. So round.
I'd love to see the markets in Prague one day. Have you ever been to Prague?
No, I haven't. I have been in Kuttenberg, but Prague must be much bigger.
I've heard it's pretty smelly, though.
Yeah, so many people in one place. So many assholes.
That's disgusting. I'd love to listen to that young preacher, Jan Hus. They say he preaches in the common tongue. Everyone's talking about it.
I bet he's just handsome. That's why the women dote on him.
You're a right one. A preacher doesn't need good looks for people to listen to him.
And what about that fine fellow at St. James? I know full well why all the girls have started going to confession, and you have too, so don't give me any of that.
You scoundrel. Well, all right. I admit I find him handsome. But that doesn't make me a bad Christian.
I'd never dare to suggest such a thing.
Tell you what. Let's not dawdle.
Run! You'll never catch me, pretty lady! Poisonous plants for you.
That was fun. Sit down here next to me, Hal. And what about you? I heard you're helping Sir Radzig.
Sir Radzig has me running a few errands. I have to say, he always treats me well, and I make a wage.
So you've had your turn of luck. What's it like serving nobility?
Oh, it's endless luxury, money, banquets, games stuffed with other games.
A chicken stuffed with a frog.
Yeah, and that's nothing compared to a frog stuffed with a chicken.
A goat stuffed
with a pig? Now then.
Oh, Henry, what am I going to do with you? Wandering the land, turning innocent girls' heads.
What? I hope your knees didn't buckle too.
You rascal. You know what? Ask me another time.
Another time?
The next time you come to see me. You will come and see me again, won't you?
I don't know. I am awfully busy.
Well, if you do find the time, I'll be glad to see you. But now I have to go.
Can I go with you?
Just a little way. I don't want anyone to gossip.
But let them gossip.
Thank you for coming with me. Please come and see me again.
Give her a kiss! Give her a hug! Shake her hand, boy! Nope. None of that stuff can actually be done anyways, so... I am so lonely. Henry's so lonely! Alright, let's try and get this done. Like I said, I am not calling it quits till I figure this out. Nope, that's not Antonia.
You're a good Samaritan.
Ah, there she is.
How's your husband doing? Any better?
He's still the same. There's no sign of improvement, no matter how I break my back to pay for treatment.
I know a thing or two about healing. Maybe I should have a look at him and see what can be done.
I'd appreciate any help. But as I said, I can't offer anything in return.
Maybe I can help you so you don't feel so tired.
That would be a blessing from God. But how? Are you going to do the caring for me?
No, but if you take this, everything will seem easier to you. Try it and see.
Thank you. If it's as you say, may God bless you.
I'm sorry, but there's nothing more I can do for you.
You've done enough already.
Okay, now I should be able to actually try and go help him. But the problem is trying to find him! But I think the key is to actually find somebody who is sleeping over here. Aside from me just slamming into, like, 3 different people getting over here. What? I was trying to... Oh, forget it.
Shit. Fuck off.
It's gotta be him.
Oh, shit. God be with you, Henry.
God be with you.
I'm honored that you should come to me.
Garlic, onions,
I hope I can be of some humble service to you.
Yeah. Come on. Surely there's got to be some way to get there.
My home, my family, my livelihood. Be merciful, good people.
I'll kick you in the face, Kanish. You're an evil, evil man.
Good day, Henry.
Maybe it just needs time to set for me to be able to actually try and heal him. It doesn't even give me the option to inspect him.
Welcome, Henry.
I'm going to do something that I have a funny feeling I am going to immediately regret.
Here, don't let him get away. Here, help!
What? Don't even bother starting with any excuses. You should have thought twice about what you're doing. That will land you a fat fine.
Oh well, what can I do? Here you are.
You've purged yourself before the law, but I'll be keeping an eye on you, you can be sure of that. And since I trust you as much as I trust, well, a thief, I'll just search you to be on the safe side. Better hand over the loot now.
Come here quick! Alarm!
Like I said, I was going to immediately regret that the second I did it. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to write the developers.
May the Lord watch over
God
you,
save
Henry.
you.
So, how are you doing?
Maybe it's just as well. We'll return to Skalitz any day now, and folk would have no respect for me if they knew I'd been hauling shit.
God save you. What?
How are you holding up?
Well, I tried the water carrying, but I have to tell you, it's not the best job I've ever had.
What's the problem? Is it that hard?
The main thing is it's a long way to haul a heavy load. And you can't even take a rest now and again. You can be seen the whole way.
What the hell are you doing?
Watch where you're going.
Good health to you, sir.
How are you holding up?
It's not as easy as I thought it would be.
Yeah, it's a different kettle of fish than turning a winch, isn't it?
You got that right. But I can handle plenty. Don't worry about that.
Sure. Just don't work yourself into the ground. Who'd spin that winch then?
True.
And didn't you promise me something if I got you the job?
Aye. But what was it again?
You said you'd teach me how to land a knockout punch.
I did. And no one knows that better than me. So, here's how. Don't draw your arm all the way back, like a stork's neck. Better do it like this. It wastes no power, and the other fellow will think a horse kicked him.
Woohoo! I can punch better. Wait, Rock. There's Rock.
What is it?
Rock, I'm shoving my head up your colon. Give me answers!
God's blessings. What can I do for you?
How are you doing?
At first, I was really angry with you for getting me a job carrying shit. But it's easier work, and the pay is better, so everything's worked out.
I'm glad you see it that way.
Be merciful, good lady. I live like you did to
What do you need?
Are you happy with your job?
I just do what I'm told.
But you're getting paid enough for it, right?
I make a few groschen, but Mother takes it all. Because she has to take care of everything.
Shit, got him a job hauling shit.
God be...
Okay. This is slightly embarrassing. Okay, finally got out of it. Yeah, there is absolutely nothing more I can do. I'm actually going to send check to see if the developers have it in their patch notes. But I'm definitely going to save over this because I got my rewards. I got my rewards. So, anyways, with that. Thank you again for tuning in. I'll go ahead and give you all your in-stream bonus points. Make use of those to either pick the next game, but just FYI, this week I believe is supposed to be the release of Final Fantasy, so I'll probably be making the jump to that. I'm probably actually going to be taking a break from Kingdom Come. Mostly it's to see if they can get a few things patched, but nonetheless, get a few things sorted out. But let me go ahead and get you all your points here. There you go. Alright, well, thank you again for tuning in. As for me, I'm probably going to see about submitting a bug report to the developers, and you all have a fabulous evening. Good night.